Okay, I just put like clothespins in my hair, and honestly, if I do say so myself, it's kind of a look. And I do say so myself. So like, let's do it. Let's reflect on 2021. Question 1, what was it like in the beginning? Quick trigger warning, I will be talking about food and weight related topics. So if that is something that triggers you, please skip to this part of the video, or maybe don't even watch the video, you know, your mental health is more important to me. So yeah, I'll see you in 2022. Maybe you can click off this video, but if you want to continue watching, that's the timestamp. But yeah, January 1st, 2021, I woke up at like 5 a.m., got in the car and drove to the state over to go to Fat Camp. And safe to say, I stayed there for like a month and I learned so much about myself. One thing is that I can literally not listen to the album Evermore by Taylor Swift because when I was there, I listened to it on repeat, and so like now, and like it like brought me so much comfort and everything. But now when I listen to it, and since I'm not there anymore, I just get this like weird uncomfortable feeling, like, you know, it's just like something uneasy in my stomach. Like, I guess it's not trauma, but it's just uncomfortable, you know what? Like, I get this like weird like bad feeling, like bad kind of butterflies
in my head. Yes, there's something I gotta confess. Yes, somebody stuck in my head, and yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I've been trying to get over that because like Evermore is like such a great album. I want to listen to it, but like every time I listen to it, it takes me back. And I had positive and negative experiences there, but like I don't know. Every time it just like whenever I listen to the album, it doesn't remind me of anything good that happened there. It only reminds me of the bad things that happened there. Yeah, like the beginning of the year was very different, but I guess it's a year, so like what do you expect? Things do change. I've contemplated many times like making a video about like my experiences at the Fat Camp, but like I don't know if like I'm ready for it. Like despite it being over a year, like I was there for like a month, and I know that doesn't seem like a long time, but like out of the month, I was put on like this fast, and I didn't eat. Like I literally did not eat for 19 days straight, and I'm not advising anybody to do that. I don't know. It's just a really sensitive topic that I don't think I'm like ready to get into. So yeah. But despite being at the Fat Camp a year ago, I think more so on the inside, I was very hopeful and excited because I thought I was going to go to college on campus very soon, like sometime this year. But that obviously didn't happen. But you know, I guess I was just very hopeful that it would, and it didn't happen. But like, and it feels like it was a waste, but actually it wasn't, because like sometimes, you know, hope is all that we can have, and to lose hope means to lose all. It's not like a quote or something. Question 2, what worked well and what didn't? One thing that worked well is like, okay, this is like kind of complicated, but like at the beginning of 2020, me and my sister decided that we were going to try new things. Okay, like we're going to keep trying. We're going to branch out this year. We're going to try new things, right? But then 2020 happened, which was fine, but like it's okay. We still got the opportunity to try new things. So it's like every time like we are like somewhere and like we want to try a new experience or like try a new food or something, and one of us is not exactly down for it, the other person will just remind the other person and be like, I thought we were trying new things this year. And so like, yeah, that definitely helped us. Like once someone says that to you, there's no going back. You just got to do it. You got to try the food. You got to just dive in head first, whatever we're doing, you know, taking a drive somewhere else, going to like a party or something like that. You just got to do it. And that definitely helped me gain some new experience. So that's something that I learned, and it worked. Ew. Oh, sorry. The clip was like wet. So like when I hit it, like there was like a drop of water on my knee. Anyways, yeah, that whole like mindset of like being determined to try new things definitely was what worked well this year. Because we also carried it into 2021, and I definitely want to carry it in 2022 too. But on the other hand, if I'm being honest about what didn't work, I would just say that I did not work this year well. I did not work well this year at all. And that's not me like taking jabs at myself, being negative and like turning myself down. That's definitely not it. Like I don't, you know, I am living through a pandemic, so I am like a little bit like, you know, I'm like compassionate with myself. But at the same time, this year I felt myself slip more and more away from who I was, or like thought I was. I don't know. Like, you know, I just messed up so many times this year, and like, you know, I like literally almost like when I was at the Fat Camp, I almost had to drop out of college. I kid you not, I almost had to drop out of college. Also, I forgot to like register for classes, so then I literally almost like had like lost like a whole term of college. And also I mixed up the dates of like 2 finals like twice in 2 different terms, and in one of the terms I literally missed the final. Like the past term I literally missed a final, and me and my friends were supposed to hang out to go watch a movie at like a mall. I literally went to the wrong mall, and it's just like I feel like I used to be someone that like used to be very careful, communicate very well, and care a lot about the things that I used to do. But now this year I just feel like I don't care about anything, and it doesn't feel good to be that way. But it's like I feel like I should have more regard for things, but I just feel so indifferent about everything that like I don't put in the effort, and it's just like not good. And I don't like how that worked this year. I don't like how I worked this year. I messed up over and over again, and I feel like I did not learn my lesson every time. But like I just kept I kept making a ton of mistakes, and some of them being the same. And it's just like, you know, like, and I just didn't even care every time I messed up. Like sometimes I'd literally sit back and be like, you should be crying and throwing up and shitting on the floor right now because you messed up big time. But like I just could not get myself to care. Of course I'm human, and like when I missed my final, I like freaked out for like 2 minutes. But then I just got up and did what I had to do, because like I somehow have this like unwavering belief drilled into my thick skull. I don't know how I did it, but it's just that like there's a saying in Tibet that
We have a saying in Tibet. If the problem can be solved, there is no use worrying about it. If it can't be solved, worrying will do no good. So stop worrying, Henrik.
what were the most important conversations and connections? I think to continue going with the whole theme of trying new things this year, I also like tried to challenge myself to be more open-minded and push my boundaries while having conversations with people. And I had like amazing conversations with the like women that I met at the fat camp. And also I was like so bored this year. So like I frequented like Omegle. Like I was on Omegle all the fucking time. I had so many conversations with so many strangers, and even on like this dating app or something, I like matched with this like much older women. And I think for the longest time I've shied away from conversations about sex and like masturbation. But this woman that I matched with, she was like much older, like over a decade. But like she taught me so much about sex, and it was like in the most respectful way. So yeah, it just felt good to like not treat that as like a taboo topic anymore. And like yeah, and also I feel like I opened up more to my friends about like just like family things and like childhood trauma and like whatever, you know, things that I've gone through. And because I used to always be like, I used to feel like this sense of guilt and like ashamed if I ever said anything to my friends about my family, because I feel like I always had to like uphold this reputation that I had the best family ever and that I had the best family life. But like that's just not how it is all the time. Like, you know, families have issues, and sometimes you need to talk them out with friends and like people that are outside of the family, so you can just like, you know, have a clearer mind. And so I opened up to my friends and they opened up to me, and I guess that helped build a stronger connection because you could relate to things, you know, like we're more similar than we think. So yeah, those were some important conversations and connections that I made with my friends this year, and strangers as well. I talked to so many people this year. Like what was the best entertainment? So I didn't really watch a whole lot of movies or TV shows this year, but I definitely got it back into a little bit of reading. I'm not proud of how little I read this year, but I'm like definitely gonna try to make it better. So here's my list. Some movies I liked this year were probably Eyes Wide Shut, Trial by Fire, The Talented Mr. Ripley, No Country for Old Men, Dil Darakne Do, Surarai Potra. I'm so sorry, I don't mean to say that wrong. 20-something, The Girl Next Door, A Beautiful Mind, Private Life, Boy Erased, Hillbilly Elegy, Inglourious Bastards, Drishyam 2, and Into the Wild. I didn't really watch a whole lot of new TV shows this year, but some TV shows that I enjoyed this year were 2 seasons of Superstore. I couldn't go past that for some reason, but like I definitely want to get back into it. And I rewatched Schitt's Creek with my sister. I watched You Season 3, Atypical Season 4, and Kim's Convenience Season 5. Oh yeah, and I watched the show Top Boy because it's one of my friend's favorite shows, and he's British. So you know I had to show my bro some love, innit? Anyways, and my favorite podcast this year was probably Anything Goes by Emma Chamberlain. I know a lot of people love that podcast, and rightfully so. Like, I feel like she talks about like a huge range of topics, and it's really nice to like listen to her talk about those topics, because sometimes I feel like my opinions on those topics are like really confusing. Like I don't know how I feel about them. So like once I listen to her talk about them and give me her opinion about it, I like have some time to like think through and form my own opinion about it. So I just really like, and she's really great. Like it's Emma Chamberlain. Doesn't everyone love her? Like yeah, who mattered? Okay, so this is a really hard question to answer because, like, okay, I'm not trying to, like, you know, like, leave out any people because I think everybody in my life has been super important this year. You know, I love all of my friends. Obviously, I can't mention every single one of them, but, like, I'm pretty sure they all know that I literally want to live on the same street as them, like, on a cul-de-sac and have barbecues and have our kids running around and also being best friends. But I don't know if I want to have kids. But, like, if I don't have kids, then I guess I'll just be, like, the really cool wine aunt who's very irresponsible but very fun. But, like, yeah, I love all my friends. I obviously can't, like, get into, like, every single one. Like, but I'm sure you know who you are and you know I love. But if we're going into specifics here, I would say the first person that mattered to me this year was probably my sister. Obviously, like everything I've gone through in my life, my sister has also gone through. Like I'm like literally the closest to her. Like I've moved around my whole life, and it feels like no one can relate to me more than my sister because like she's experienced everything that I've experienced. Of course, I've had my parents, but like my parents are adults. You know what I mean? Like they can't understand what I'm going. Like I'm an adult now too, but like am I really? Anyways, so like yeah, I've had so many conversations with my sister this year about deeper topics that like usually we used to like shy away from. I guess like we weren't really comfortable talking about that kind of stuff or whatever. Like we were just scared. But this year we like got into things, and also we have like the same family, so like whatever happens to me happens to her, and she knows what's going on. So like we can definitely get down, and we always have like late night conversations when we're like sleeping in the same bed. We like talk for hours and hours. Like literally we go to like 1 a.m. 2 a.m. It's great. It's great. The second person that mattered to me a lot this year was my friend Louis. So basically I met him at the halfway like point of this like year. Like we literally started texting on June 29th. So yesterday was our like half year friend anniversary. I have to text him that. Oh my god, I forgot. Anyways, I told him about like a week later, and then like okay, he better not think I forgot because I did not forget. Okay. Anyways, so basically I started talking to Louis because there was like this Reddit repost on Instagram, and it was like one of those prompts, and the prompt was like, what do men secretly want from their girlfriends / their wives or whatever? And there was like replies, and one user literally commented, I straight up want my girl to like buy me flowers. And so I went in the comments, and I thought that was like the cutest thing ever, and I did not know that some men wanted to be gifted flowers. So like I went in the comments and I was like, I will gift every man flowers if that's what he wants. And so Louis saw that comment and he literally DM'd me and he was like, buy me flowers then. And then it just went from there. We haven't looked back. We're literally best friends. I think so. Yeah, he's obsessed with me. Obviously we're best friends. Anyways, and this channel would not be where it is without him. Like he pushed me to work hard, make more videos, and he's like literally one of the biggest supporters of this channel, so like I can't be more grateful to him. Like I'm almost at 400 subscribers, and like I would not be, and maybe that might not seem a lot to you, but like it's a lot to me. That's like 400 live people, okay? I mean, actually it's 393 because Louis actually made 7 fake accounts and subscribed to me. So like if that's not someone that matters to you, then I don't know who is. So, and the last person that I want to like specifically get into that mattered a lot to me this year, obviously there's a ton of people. Literally I want to talk about everyone in my life, but I can't do that obviously. I would go on for literally like a 24-hour live stream. But anyways, the last person would be Marina Diamandis, FKA Marina and the Diamonds. I have this like weird, it's not weird, it's like this, I just believe that everyone that comes into your life at the perfect time, and the universe always knows when to send someone into your life. And like just Marina is like, I literally want to cry just talking. Her music is incredible. The way she looks at the world is incredible, and what she tries to convey through her music is just amazing. And I've known Marina for like years, but like I would never get myself to check her out for some reason. Like I just never put in the effort to like just go listen to her music or look at her or like just like check her out. And this year I just finally did, because I saw like someone in like an Instagram caption something talk about how much they loved her. So I was like, you know what? I think it's time I like go check her out. So I checked her out, and I just instantly fell in love. I literally, to say I'm obsessed is an understatement. I've literally watched upwards of like 100+ interviews because I love the way she thinks. I love the way she speaks. Like she's so articulate. Her accent. Anyways, and the sheer amount of like inner toxicity I've like let go of, like internalized misogyny that I've let go of because of who she is and what like she got me to embrace my femininity. And even so far as like I've unlearned so many toxic things because of her. It's just like I literally could not admit to anyone that I was a girly girl. Like I would look at that as a negative thing when it's really not. And Marina helped me embrace that femininity-ness. You know, I literally could not admit that pink was a good color because I thought it was like a negative thing. Because like it's just she's done a lot for me, and I literally cannot be more grateful. Like she's literally the best person ever, literally ever. Yeah. Also, she's hot. But like, you know, that comes second, or does it? Anyway, she's just taught me so much about society and culture, and she's obsessed with like capturing the zeitgeist of the times that she lives in her music, and it's like amazing. It's just literally album of the year should go to her. Like album of the year, artist of the year, at least in my opinion, she's like the artist of my life. What changed and why? Okay, so this is gonna sound really corny, but just hear me out. I think what changed is me. But like literally, I've been changing so fast. I literally cannot keep up with that. Like you see me, I am me. Like I am within myself, but I still feel like I'm chasing myself. Like I don't know where I am. Like I change so quick, it is almost concerning. And I guess that's a good thing. Like we all, like, you know, there's that tweet that was like, normalize changing your opinion when presented with new information. And I think that's great. That is how it should be, because like we're constantly learning every single day. But I feel like I change my opinion so much that like the value of my opinion diminishes, because like what I say I believe in now could be something that I literally don't believe in like 5 minutes. And I feel like that change is kind of scary. Like that rapid change is just so scary. But like we live in an age where we get so much information, and like we experience so many things so much more than our ancestors did. So it's like we have to keep changing. You know what I mean? It's not even like I can't even help it. Like I just do. And but like it's kind of weird though, because like when I'm having conversations with my friends and I'm like maybe giving them advice, like maybe I'm talking to one of my friends where I'm like, maybe you shouldn't lose your virginity in the McDonald's bathroom. But like it's like why should she take my advice? Because like in 10 minutes I could turn around and be like, actually maybe you should, because like I think losing your virginity in Ronald McDonald's bathroom is like totally camp. You know what I mean? Like it just like diminishes my, you know, the value of my opinion, if that makes sense. So yeah. And also like when I'm giving advice, since I change so much, I literally be like, but that's just my opinion at this point in time, and of course it might change. And so like why would you take someone who ends a sentence like that seriously? Like I type 10 paragraphs of telling her why like my opinion is this, and then I'll be like, but that's just my opinion and it could change at any time. So it's like, why would you take my advice? You know what I mean? Basically, I think this change happens to me because like I've just, you know, with all the time that quarantine has presented me, I have had so much time to overthink and analyze the past and just, you know, reflect on the wrongs that I have done. And one of the wrongs that I have done was where in the past I would walk around thinking that my opinions were in fact facts. I would literally be shoving them down people's throat. And just thinking about me in the past like that is just making me cringe so much. And that's why I've become like this self-conscious, like a little bit self-conscious whenever I present my opinions, I guess, because like I just feel like, who am I? You know, who am I? Like, what does my opinion mean? You know what I mean? But like that's not good either, because like now I'm like really scared to be opinionated, especially as a woman. Like I'm really scared to be an opinionated woman just because of how the world treats them, which is not right. I mean not all of them, but like sometimes you see women with opinions be disrespected just because they're women, you know? Cause if I was a man, then I'd be the man. And I don't know what it is, but like, I mean, it's not internalized misogyny or anything, because like when I see a strongly opinionated woman, I think there's nothing more attractive. A woman with opinions is the hottest thing ever. But like I feel like, okay, it's not internalized misogyny, it's just like, I guess internalized self-esteem issues or whatever. Like I just feel like I don't feel like my opinion is like important anymore. And like when I think about myself in the past acting like my opinion meant so much, it like makes me cringe, even though. And so I just feel like I don't know what to do about it, but I think going forward I need to continue being compassionate about other people's opinions, and despite like unlike my past, but also find a way to like convince myself or like tell myself and like believe that my opinion and my perspective on things matters. And, you know, I just need to like learn to hold space for myself, but also hold space for others, if that makes sense. Yeah. This video is a mess. Where did you find happiness and fulfillment? Okay, so this is gonna sound really like cheesy and corny and just like all that mushy stuff, but like I found so much happiness in the four walls of my bedroom. Like there's a section of my bedroom which is like between my bathroom and my bedroom where there's like a mirror and like an extended closet, or like a walk-in closet if you would say so. Okay, and like, I don't know, there's just like an orange light that glows above my mirror there, and somehow the hues of it, the shade of it, the overall color, the vibes of it just makes me feel so comforted. You know, something about orange lights is just so comforting and soothing to me, and maybe you agree, like, white lights are just so harsh and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, no hate to white lights or anything, like, they're nice, like, you light up stuff, thank you, okay, but like, orange lights are just, they're just great. Anyways, also, I have like this U-shaped space, like around.
It's a U-shaped space in my bed. Always U-shaped thoughts inside my head. Like I keep pushing it right into you. That's the end I got where I remember you. And I remember you told me.
Anyways, there's like a U-shaped space around my bed where like I have developed this addiction to dancing around my room, and I know it's bad for my ankles, I know it's bad for my knees in the long term, but it makes me so happy I literally cannot stop doing it. If anybody has some advice, please tell me. But like, yeah, I love dancing around like my bed like that because like my bed is literally fixed into the room, so like I cannot move it. But yeah, that has brought me so much happiness and fulfillment. I know it sounds stupid, but like I just love being in my room a lot. I just feel like making videos in my room, like I just feel like there's endless possibilities. Like how have I made so many videos in my boring ass room today? Like there's something, magic happens in there. Not the type of magic I always want it to be, you know. It never involves a bed, but you know, you get it. What did you learn? Okay, so this might sound a little bit negative, and it's like, despite feeling confident within myself, and maybe I even seem confident to you guys, I'm not sure, I can't speak for you, but like I am a confident person, I think, but I feel like I don't respect myself, and that's just the plain old truth. Like I don't respect myself enough, and because I guess at the end of the day, if I like someone, I would literally do anything for them, and sometimes that leads me to go to extents where it's like I am no longer respecting myself just because I care so much about someone. You know what I mean? And so one thing that I do when I like someone is obviously give them all of my energy. And since we're in quarantine, I text them back quickly. You know, I cannot play the whole, oh, you took 12 hours to text me, so I'm going to take 24. Like, I can't do that. I can't do that, okay? Like, I physically cannot refrain from grabbing my phone and texting them back in 2 seconds because I just don't care. Like, I just express how I feel, and I just cannot hide things within myself. You know what I mean? And sometimes the energy that I give to people that I like is not reciprocated, and obviously that's okay. Like if I feel strongly and really like you, that's my problem. Like it's not if you don't feel the same way about me, that's okay. You don't have to, and you don't owe that to me. But it's like, while I am able to recognize that this is like when people don't like me, which is totally fine, I can recognize that, but like I don't act in healthy ways to like step back and stop giving them all my energy and being more respectful to myself and my time and my energy.
My time, my wine, my spirit, my trust.
It's so weird when you're like self-aware of how you are toxic to yourself, but you literally like cannot like stop being that way. It's weird. It's like you feel helpless, but like obviously I'm not helpless in this situation. I just need to like, you know, not text back, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'll figure it out, okay? And I don't mean to like sound selfish, like I'm not trying to act like I'm too good for someone, but it's just like if I text someone and like, you know, just like give them my time and attention, and they text back like days and days later, like you can be busy. I'm not saying you can't be busy. Like obviously I know not everyone just like is sitting at home like me, you know, like they have a life and they go out, but it's like, if you don't text me back for weeks, like that's a little, you know, maybe I need to step back here, okay? So I don't want to be selfish, but I don't mean to be selfish. I don't mean to be selfish. Like I'm sorry, but like I need to like step back from you if you're not gonna text me back. Like, it's like I like you, but like you're not giving me enough. Okay, it's just not good. What is actually ending? So I would say two major things are have ended or are coming to an end. My teenagehood definitely ended. I turned 20 in October, so that's been great. I have really enjoyed my teenage years despite, you know, being stuck in quarantine for like the last 2 of them. Oh yeah, and my stay in India is coming to an end pretty soon at the end of January. I think I'm like moving to college finally. We don't want to jinx anything, but you know what I mean. I do like sharing things with you guys, so like pray for me, please. Anyways, it definitely feels like in the end of an era. Like I've been living in India for like over 5 years now. You know, I obviously have thoughts, and I look back and I'm like, I wonder what I would have been like if I just did high school back in Massachusetts, you know, in like America, and like if I just went to college in America. But like, I don't think, and of course there's no way of proving it, but like I don't think I would have grown as much as I did anywhere else except India. Obviously there's no way of proving it, but I just feel it in myself, in my gut, that moving to India was probably the right thing to do. And obviously I think I'm right, because like I've met so many amazing friends. Like literally I met some of my best friends here, and I know it's going to be like a lifelong connection with them, because like you can just tell in your heart. Maybe I'm wrong, but like I don't know, for now I think it's right. I've also got to try so many things. You know, I lived in like 2 different states in India throughout high school, and yeah, it's just, don't know, it's like, it feels weird that it's ending now, but like, you know, it's nice. I do complain about India a lot, but like at the end of the day, like I just want everyone to know that like I do love this place, and like, like could things have been better? Always, like things can always be better, but like I don't have any regrets, you know, like I don't have any regrets. I don't have any regrets about the way things happen, because like things happen the way things are supposed to happen, and that's just how things are. Last question: what do you want more of? I want more traveling, more adventure, you know, more experiences. I definitely want to carry in the I thought we were trying new things this year mindset with like my sister into 2022 as well. It would be like 3 years in a row. I want this to be a lifelong thing. Always try new things. I also want more love in my life, obviously, like platonic and romantic. I know. You all are tired of hearing it. I know. So am I. I am too. Okay, like, but like, where's it at? Where's the romantic love? It is season 3 of the pod, season 3 of the pandemic, and where's my love interest? It's rude how the universe is not sending me anyone. Anyways, I also want to like, you know, watch more movies, read more books, spend more time with friends, new and old, you know, have deeper conversations, make more connections, and, you know, just like also TV shows. Did I say TV shows? Yeah. And also, overall, I want more stories, because more stories means more videos, and I definitely want more videos. So see you in 2022. Okay, so I totally forgot to mention in the video where I got the questions that I used for the reflections, and that is from the podcast 10 Things to Tell You by Laura Tremaine. So yeah, all credits to her. And honestly, this, like, I think you guys should do this like journaling, like reflection thing with me, because it will be really therapeutic and really nice for you guys to look back on your year, even though it might not have been the best. You know, you can learn a lot of lessons, and, you know, maybe like use them as guidelines for next year. And yeah, we're all in this together. I love you. All right.